So, I watched The Founder, and besides living with questions about the business world, I also discovered that I share the same astrological placements as the guy. So long story short, the movie is about how McDonald's came to be, and it starts with Ray Kroc, who sells milkshake machines, and one day the first McDonald's store calls him and asks for 8 of his machines. So he meets the McDonald brothers, and the different thing about the McDonald's restaurant, compared to the other restaurants, is that everybody's eating standing instead of in their car or at a table, and the speed at which they get their food is astonishing. He's also ordering a burger and a milkshake, and he gets his order under 1 minute, and he's very distrustful. But then he meets the brothers and he understands how everything works because they get him to the kitchen and he sees the whole process and how everything has their spot, and everybody is working in a very systematic manner. So he takes out the McDonald's to dinner to hear the whole story, and he gets so obsessed that he suggests they make a franchise. And the brothers at first are very distrustful because they had also tried that, but quality control is hard to maintain. So they were like, no, we've been there, done that. But this guy is so forceful and so inspired and so passionate that he manages to persuade the guys. So they make a contract and they start, and Raymond is fighting people that want to open franchises, and he gets his cut, obviously, from all this. But then he wants to expand. He has different ideas. He has ideas that the brothers don't like. So he's also breaking the rules a little bit. And you see him like getting to the top. And by the end of the movie, he basically buys their name. And you see the brothers lose everything. And it's not about money, because it is getting 1 million plus something for their name by the end of it. But it's about the family business they built and everything they built from scratch, and how important it was to them, because they couldn't even put their own name at the top of the restaurant. And this guy was so ruthless, because that's the word for him, that's the word I got for him, but he's also very unlikable. So unlikable that you actually hate that you love him. You love his drive and his passion and the way he did everything that the brothers could not, because the brothers were staying in their comfort zone. And you see him and you admire him. You're like, okay, how did he do that? I'm so inspired, for my own goals in life. And then you see the brothers and you're like, feeling sorry. I'm so sorry. And it raised for me the question of what is ethically wrong or right to do in business. And should we feel sorry about the other person when doing business? Should we go there? Like, is that the way? Should we feel sorry that the brothers could not think their way through all of this that Raymond did for their own business, but like acquiring everything and getting everything under his name? Like, should we feel sorry that the brothers could not manage to do that? Could not manage to achieve what Raymond did? That's a very nice conversation that I would love to have with you. And also for next videos, because I'm also going to talk about this, is how business intersects with astrology, which is something that I would really love to explore. And to tie that to the beginning, Raymond Kroc was a Libra, his Venus was in Virgo, and his Mars was in Leo. And I go with his birth chart because if you're a fan of astrology like me, and if you're following astrology, you have to do it. And I was so impressed. And because I was also so inspired by his moves and everything, I was like, okay, maybe there is hope for me. Maybe I got it in me also. But yeah, not stepping over people, obviously, and not breaking the law or any of that. But it just gave me a boost and more questions, like what drives someone to do anything? What astrological placements drive someone to success? What their limitations are? And what are some of the placements that big names have in their chart? This is what I would love to discuss. I'm expecting your comments. I would love to have a conversation about all this. And if you have similar thoughts about the business world, or about the movie, if you have watched it, or if you have your own business, or anything, any sort of question, comment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Mwah.